In today's video, we are going to share with you some of the favorite walking paths, hiking trails, and areas where you can spike your heart rate. We are in the Comox Valley, and I brought my exercise specialist with me, Kayla, who is on tour. Now, of course, you can see right now we are at the Comox Fisherman's Wharf. This is where we're going to be starting today, but we're going to take you from one end of Courtenay to the other end of Comox. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to show you a phenomenon in nature that only happens once a year at the beginning of March on Vancouver Island, and you won't want to miss it. So let's go get after it right now. So if you're new to the channel, you'll want to click on that subscribe button down below and tap the bell so you'll be the first to get information about the real estate market in the Comox Valley and, of course, the lifestyle. My name is Justin White, and this is Kayla White with the High Tide Real Estate Group. Our team and I get phone calls, emails, and texts every day from people like you, and you looking to make the Comox Valley their new home. So no matter if you're 9 weeks or 9 months away, reach out to us and our team at High Tide Real Estate Group. Let's get those questions answered today so you can make the move smooth and easy for you and your family. Today we are talking about nature. Specifically, we're going to go out and we're going to show you some of our favorite nature paths, walking paths, hiking trails. The Comox Valley is full of different areas to enjoy nature. If it's down at Solem River, all the way up to the crest of the hill at Kai Bay, we're gonna go check them all out and the ones in between. And this is a very special time of the year. This is March in 2025. You wouldn't know it because it's 11 degrees Celsius, sunny and blue sky. But today is a very special day, something that only happens in the first week of March, and it is a nature phenomenon. We're going to show it to you today if you stick around to the end. So let's go get our walking shoes on, head away from Comox Fisherman's Wharf, and get some exercise. You ready, Kay?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we are at one of our favorite parks. This is Seal Bay Provincial Park. It's located a short 8-minute drive from downtown Courtenay. So if you're living in the rural areas like Bates Road, Headquarters Road, Black Creek, or Merville, this will be your go-to walking spot. With over 650 hectares, this park is huge. If you think about Stanley Park in Vancouver, it is 1.5 times the size. And with 40 kilometers of trails, you can walk the trails and not walk the same trails day after day. Now, this park is very unique. It's got some special things that you don't normally see in parks around here. The park itself here at Seal Bay is divided into 2 areas. Right now, we're at the high end of Seal Bay Park. This is a lot of the areas where people will come to walk their dogs. They'll come on a Sunday morning. You'll see horses, people on horseback riding coming along these trails. So watch out. If you see some little piles, that's not dirt. And you'll want to also make sure that you keep your dogs away from those special dirt piles. Speaking of our 4-legged furry friends, at the beginning of the trail, they also have pickup dog bags. Now, these are graciously provided by the Island Veterinarian Clinic, and they're at stands throughout the park. So if you forgot your doggy pickup bags, don't worry, they've got you covered. The other thing that this park has as well is picnic benches here at the parking lot area. So pack up your lunch, have a picnic, enjoy the trails. As well, you're going to see something that we don't normally see at provincial parks, and it is shocking, electrifying, and you may just need it for your next drive. So we'll go check that out in just a moment. A quick reminder as we're walking into Seal Bay Park is that they do not allow motorized vehicles here. So if you've got your dirt bike, if you've got your powered scooter, those are not permitted. They want to keep the ecological safety and well-being of nature preserved. Speaking of nature, the trees here at Seal Bay Park are 80 to 90, even some of them 100 years old. And you can really see from these fir trees and the height of these that you're really into this temperate rainforest. You've got this high cover, which creates a nice little bit of shade when it's these sunny days like this and in the summertime, as well as it's a great windbreak. So if you're looking at taking a walk and it's a very windy, stormy day, once you enter the forest, you're going to feel the calmness, and you're at one with nature. So these trees have been here for many, many years, and they're going to be here for hundreds of years later. Electric vehicles are here to stay, and what's great is that the BC provincial parks have thought of that. They've got the charge point charge stations that are right here at Seal Bay Park. Now, something that you'll want to think about if you're like us and you drive an electric car is that you'll want to download the Charge Point app prior to coming to the park. Now, it's very affordable to charge your vehicle while you're here, and what a great thing to do while you're out enjoying nature. Make sure that your car is all topped up and juiced up so that you can have the rest of the day to enjoy the Comox Valley. Here we are at a little secret gem in the Comox Valley that not too many people know about. This is Solem Spirit Park. Now, Solem Spirit Park is just off of Tsolum River Road, which is off of Headquarters Road. It's a short 7-8 minute drive from Courtenay. Now, why is this a secret spot? Because unless you know where it is, you're not going to stumble upon it. Now, Solem Spirit Park is a First Nation based park. That's where the name comes from, Solem. That's Solem with a T, not an S. The other thing that you're going to notice, they call it the one spot trail. The reason is this was actually part of the railway system. So back in the early 1900s, they would ship coal from Cumberland over into the area here at Merville, then take it down into Union Bay where they would load it onto the coal ships. If you're looking for more information about the Union Bay, check out our latest video about discovering Union Bay. Now, something you'll want to be aware of if you're bringing small children or bringing your pets onto the trails, we are in the middle of a forest. So it's very common that you can come around bears, also livestock. There's farms around here. So you may come around the corner and there'll be a cow. The other thing is we got a lot of horseback riding. So please have your pets on a leash. We're dog owners as well. It's nice to give our pets freedom, but also just be aware that if you do that, you'll want to be quick to put them onto that leash just in case you come around a bear. Now, the good news about the area is we do not have grizzly bears on the island at all. What we have is black bears. So normally they're more afraid of you than you are of them, although they do seem intimidating. All you have to do is make a lot of noise and the bears will take off. Now, the other thing that's great about Solem River Park is that we're surrounded by the Solem River. As we're shooting this video, I can actually hear the water that's running right here for the Solem River. And the Solem River runs all the way from the Comox Glacier all the way around Solem Park and then ends up spilling out into the bay at the ocean. So this is a space you can go to enjoy the quiet running of the river over the rocks, or to just take your family four-legged friend out for a quiet walk. Now, we're in the parking lot at the Solem River Park. You do have some amenities. There is an outhouse that's here, but always keep in mind you want to bring your water with you because there is no drinkable water. Now, when we were shooting in behind, you have 4.5 kilometers on the north side of the parking lot so that you can go hiking, you can ride your bike, you can ride your horse if you have. Now, this way, you have a short 650-meter walk to some of the most secret swim spots in all of the Comox Valley. So there are actually tidal pools. As the river comes in, runs around the bend, there are perfect swimming spots for those hot July and August days. What's great is that if you have young ones or people with mobility issues, it's a short 650-meter walk. And if you keep walking around the corner, there's actually multiple swim spots. So if you want to find your little area of privacy and little secret beach, you can do that as well here at the Solem Spirit Park. Here we are at Point Holmes. Now, Point Holmes is one of the favorite walking trails of the area. It's also one of the favorite areas for wildlife viewing and, of course, the spectacular West Coast feeling here that we have. Now, what's special about Point Holmes area? As you're driving in from Comox along Lazo Road, you're going to notice they just put in a brand new walking trail. So you can literally walk from Comox all the way to Kai Bay, and you can go at your own pace. There's people here that are running, walking their dogs, people that are bicycling. It is for your enjoyment. Now, we are at the Point Holmes area, and the Point Holmes area is looked after by a bunch of volunteers in the Point Holmes Association. Last year in 2024, they put up a new shelter with picnic tables down beneath. So you can pack up your favorite snacks, have a picnic, and enjoy the area with your family. The other thing that's very distinct about Point Holmes is it has a boat launch. So if you're like our family, we enjoy time on our boat, you'll want to have an area that's easy to launch your boat. Now, the boat launch is by donation, so honor program. You'll want to make sure that you bring along cash, you'll put it in an envelope, and they have a box that you'll want to deposit that in. Now for parking for your truck and trailer, there is a lot of parking here, and there's also side streets that do not have parking regulations and enough room for your truck and your trailer. Now today we are down here at Point Holmes and it is packed. It is March. You wouldn't know it's March with this mild climate, but it is a very special time of the year. It actually only happens once a year. This is when the Pacific herring spawn in and around Vancouver Island, especially in the Georgia Strait. Now why is that so special? If you look behind me, I'm not sure if you can catch this on camera, the water is actually turning an aqua blue. And if we were going from an aerial shot, it would just be some spectacular blue color that we only see once a year. That is because the herring are spawning. Herring are the source of all nature here on the Pacific Ocean. We have behind us sea lions. You can hear them in the background, grouped up, laying down and enjoying the sun. You'll also see whales that will migrate that are feeding onto it. As well, the herring are what a lot of the local sports fishermen will catch. They'll freeze and then they're going to use that later on in salmon season as bait. Can you hear that right now? They're calling, they want to be on video, the sea lions do. So right now, this is packed with people that are enjoying nature. They're out in their boats, they're out on kayaks, they're on stand-up paddleboardings, taking in all the sea life. We also saw bald eagles that were diving down, picking up the herring. As well, we saw actually cranes that are down there scooping it up. So herrings are the base foundation of the actual sea life for the West Coast, and especially here on Vancouver Island. Now, coming back to launching your boat, you really want to make sure that if you're not used to living in an area with tides, the tides can get very high tide. They can also get very low. So you'll want to take a look at your tide charts before you go venturing out on your next boating expedition. And if you're looking for a place where you want kilometers of trails to walk, either with your family or your furried family members, this Point Holmes area will be somewhere where you'll want to have on your next trip and on your destination to the Comox area. Now, no hiking tour video would be complete without going where we are right now, which is Goose Spit in Comox. This is one of the #1 destination spots for people who want to take in the ocean. They want to take in the view of the Comox Glacier and Mount Washington. And of course, they want to enjoy the nature of the West Coast here at Goose Spit. Now, if you've seen our other video, if not, you want to check it out, is about discovering Comox and looking at the pros and cons of living in Comox, because we actually do a deep dive tour of Goose Spit. At the end of the spit is CHMS Comox CFB. Now what that is that's an extension of the CFB Comox. It's where they do a lot of the training, the cadet training out there. They also do sailboat races, and also when the military ships come in, they'll actually tie up out there on the end of the spit. Now of course you can see behind us the beautiful views of Comox Glacier, Mount Washington, snow-capped Beaufort Mountains. It is pristine, but at this time we're going to show you somewhere where you can go to get some cardiovascular exercise. So instead of it being a leisurely hike, Kayla's laughing because she knows what this is. This is when you're looking to spike your heart rate and you want to get some exercise. You're going to come to Goose Spit and check this out. This is the Goose Spit stairs. There's over 340 stairs vertically going up. You're going to get 400 meters of stairs, and going up the side of this hill, I guarantee your heart rate is going to spike. Now you don't have to, run it. You can take your time and climb it. And as you're going to see, we're going to take you up to the top. The view is well worth the climb. So let's go check out the view right now. And there we are. Did you count them? 323 stairs?
I didn't count all the way up.
Okay, time for a recount. Got to go for another run. This is one of the most spectacular places in the Comox Valley. As you can see why behind us with the view, Goose Spit is something that when I first moved here, it was unforgettable. And even 25 years later, it still takes my breath away. And today, with the Pacific herring spawn and the aqua blue water and the sea lions and the bald eagles, it goes on and on, it makes it just that much more special. So Kayla, what do you say?
Yes.
Say yes. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed the tour with us today. We went all over the valley. We went to Solem Spirit Park. We went to Seal Bay. We went to Point Holmes. We went up to Goose Spit and climbed the stairs. Now you have some favorite spots of your own on your next trip to the Comox Valley. Now, if you're new to the channel, you'll want to click on that subscribe button down below and be sure to tap the bell so you'll be the first to get real estate information and lifestyle information about North Vancouver Island area. And if you're even considering about making the move, no matter if it's 9 weeks or 9 months away, all of our contact details are down below. Set up a Zoom call with myself and Kayla or any one of the agents on our team of High Tide Real Estate Group. Let's get those questions answered now to make the move smooth and easy for you and your family. Now, if you're making a trip to the Comox Valley, reach out to us. We'd be happy to give you a tour of all of the real estate that is available in the beautiful area.